You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah is the newest coming-of-age movie on Netflix. And we have all 4 members of the Sandler family here. And this movie is predictable. It had a predictable storyline.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it just had this breath of fresh air to it. The dialogue is actually funny. And we have cast members that are actually like around the same age as the characters that they are playing.
Okay, you said this movie is a breath of fresh air. I disagree. I did not find the dialogues funny. I don't think it was a breath of fresh air. I found it utterly boring. So this Happy Madison movie is adapted from a book of the same name by Fiona Rosenbloom. So it follows the story of Stacy and Lydia. Stacy is played by Sandler here. So Stacy and Lydia have this mood vote for their bat mitzvah. Bat mitzvah is a Jewish tradition that sees the transition of young girls or boys into adulthood.
And this bat mitzvah ceremony usually takes time, months to prepare for, because we have to learn a portion of the Torah, then they'll have to recite it in front of their friends and family in the synagogue. This ceremony signifies that you are ready to be part of the community, and after this ceremony at the synagogue, they usually throw a party.
These 2 girls have this dream of having an amazing bat mitzvah, but soon their friendship turns sour when Stacy's friend Lydia has a crush on the same guy that Stacy has always had a crush on since forever. They say he's the hottest guy in their school. Stacy found Lydia kissing her crush, and this just sent their friendship to the blazes. Take note that these are actually lifelong friends, and this boy is in the center, and they have to bat it out. So when Stacy found out that Lydia actually stole her crush that she wanted to be her boyfriend, she uninvited Lydia to her bat mitzvah.
You said this was boring, but for me, I thought that this movie was a fun watch. Of course, we know how this story is going to end up, but still, at the same time, I felt like the characters were played really nicely by the young characters. We had a lot of fresh faces kind of here. Typically for Hollywood, you have older cast members playing these roles for young characters, so it was really nice. I think Sonny really killed her role very well. It was so believable.
I agree with that. The cast, they did a good job. To me, the movie was over-explaining itself, in my opinion. For example, now the dialogue at the beginning of the movie, I just found it unnecessary. I think that it could be put in a dialogue somewhere. A lot of people might not know what a bat mitzvah is, but I think a lot of people know what a bat mitzvah is. And this is the blandest movie ever. All the cliches you can think of, it's in it. This
movie is actually a Jewish coming-of-age story, and it highlights good themes like friendship, female friendship, selflessness, because we have to say that in Sandy at the end of the movie, she had to become selfless to rekindle her friendship.
That was highly expected.
It's highly expected, yes. Then we have self-discovery also.
What I like about this movie is that we don't really have a lot of Jewish coming-of-age stories. That's the only time I'll give it a pass. Just where I don't think that we have a lot of African coming-of-age stories as well. Yes. They are there, but not in a way that is so light-hearted and nice. I've not seen a lot of Jewish coming-of-age stories, so I liked it that, okay, bat mitzvah, let's see. But this movie is going to remind you of a lot of come-of-age movies that you've already seen before. Except for the Jewish tradition, I just that, okay, you know this story very well, but I'm going to just drop this Jewish tradition in the middle. During an interview with Tudum, director Sammy Cohen revealed that the production design was actually inspired by 16 Candles. We've not seen this 16 Candles movie.
It's an old coming-of-age movie. And Sammy also mentioned that the camera work and the framing was inspired by movies like Waves, and I've not seen Waves also, and Petra Collins also inspired the frames of this movie as well. I thought the picture really looked nice and just had this teenage thing to it. The entire look of the movie, the cinematography, and Stacy's room, it just looks so nice. If you Google this movie, some people saying this is a Sandler version of Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. The movie came out early this year. It's also based on a book, because the character Stacy, sometimes she used to do like all this voiceover talking to God. Yeah, so that's why people are really comparing it to Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
The last Adam Sandler movie we watched was Murder Mystery, and I gave it a 3. This one, I'm giving it a 2.
Well, for me, I had a nice time watching this movie. I laughed, and the cast did well for me, so I'll give it a 4 out of 5 stars.
This movie is just background noise for me. If you like movies that just light-hearted movies, coming-of-age movies, you would enjoy this movie. Honestly, you would enjoy it. If you just want something on a Sunday afternoon to just make noise in the background, you should definitely subscribe to our channel. We do a lot of amazing movie recommendations and movie reviews.
Yes.
So yeah, just binge watch with us and tell us your thoughts. What do you like this movie? Do you not like this movie? Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.